Hello and welcome to the studio where we paint away the stress of everyday life. Now I've got my stepdaughter's little dog here. I've also got Molly here, so if there's any barking in the background it's because they're playing in the garden and I just love listening to them playing. So a little bit more about that story in a second, and I'm also going to show you what I've been making as far as models are concerned, because I do a little bit of diorama work and things like that. And I've been asked many times, can you show me some of your work? So I'm gonna show you that during this video as well. But before I do that, let's have a look at the palette. Let's see what colours I'm going to be painting on. I'm painting on a landscape, a little bit of cardboard, and it's a Monday, not a Sunday, so this video may be a little bit late going out. So I do apologise, but I'll explain why in just a second.
Hey, welcome, thanks for stopping by. It's time to learn with our friend Clive. So grab your brush.
Yeah, so let's have a look at the palette. Yeah, I've had a funny old weekend this weekend.
And don't forget to
I'll tell you all about that in 1 second, because that's the type of person I am. So I've just got some titanium white, mixing white. That's the very translucent white that I use for doing all my little techniques that I use for knocking back colours and things like that. Ultramarine blue and black. That's all I have got today. So bit of fun, Let's have a look at the canvas. Well, it's not a canvas, it's a little bit of cardboard. And it's a fresh piece of cardboard today, so I'm quite happy with that. Put a coat of gesso on there, mixed my own gesso. All it was titanium white, a little bit of marble dust, baking powder, calcium carbonate, whatever you want to put in there to give that gritty feel to it. Bit of burnt umber or VANDYKE brown or whatever colour you want to put in there. Mix it all together with a spot of water, and then you got your own gesso. It's as simple as that. Put a little bit of PVA glue in there if you want to, or a little bit of this stuff, which is, if I can find it, this extender. There you go. Put a bit of that in, put a spot of that in there. Bit of a retarder, or whatever you want to put in it. And you've got your own gesso. Don't go buying stuff. I only mix up little pots at a time. As you can see, there's my little gesso pot. There you go. Oops, come on. Oop. I got these little cups. There's my little gesso. That's all I mix up a little bit at the time, and I put another cup in top of that, and that'll last me for quite a few paintings actually. It really does. Okay, so let's get. I tell you what I'm going to do today. I'm going to get some black and blue, because I haven't got many options. So I'm mixing some black and blue. Mars black is a blue black anyway, but add in a little bit of more. If you use Prussian blue and burnt umber, you'll get a Mars black. There we go. Let's put some dark colour. Look at that. It looks really, really nice, doesn't it? You can thin it down if you want to, or you can have it on a bit thicker. Let's try and get it on a little bit thicker, because this is new gesso and a new bit of cardboard. It hasn't been painted on before, so it's going to absorb very, 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 very quickly. Very quickly. So as I'm doing this, I'm just going to go over the complete piece of cardboard that I've got, and I'll tell you what's happened is because I was coming into the studio on Sunday, like I normally do every Sunday. I'll do a bit of I do a painting and I edit ready for Monday, and I normally put my video up on a Monday, and if I can, not always possible because things happen, and you need to go with the flow of life. Basically, I'm adding a bit more blue down there. I wanted to get a bit more blue down there, like that. And basically what happened was my stepdaughter, and she's well, she'll be 50 soon. So, she's getting on a bit. Not as old as me, but she's getting on a bit. Unfortunately, she was screaming and that on the phone, and she was up and she was in pain and stuff like that. And then we rushed in down to see if she was okay. And what had happened was that I thought it was appendicitis, because I've had appendix. A little bit of titanium white just in there like that, because I'm going to put a C in. Let's just clean my brush off. I'm going to put C in. So I want to put a bit of a whiter band across there. I don't want to go too bright, but I just want to bring that. Ooh, I want to bring that moonlight effect. That's a good idea. I'm glad I thought of that. So it's moonlight. It is more. We're doing a moonlight painting today. I decided. It's funny how things just work out, doesn't it? It really is. So I thought it was appendicitis because of the pain she was having, and she was being sick and all that type of stuff. And anyway, to cut a long story short, she had an examination and a scan and one thing and another, and they found out it was kidney stones. Now, I've never had a kidney stone, but it sounds painful, and I've been told it is painful. So yeah, so she's been in hospital the last couple of days, and so I thought, but I better get in the studio and do a painting for this week now, as I'm waiting for a phone call at any moment to see whether I have to go and pick her up from hospital, because I don't know if she's going to be coming out today or not. And I'm the only one who has transport, so there you go. So I'm just sitting here waiting for the wife to shout at me, and that's why we've got a dog, basically. So I hope she's well, and I'm sure she will be. They've dispersed the stone as far as I know, or trying to anyway. I don't know exactly what they do, but if anybody out there knows how that works, just let me know in the comments. There you go. And on that note, we've finished that sky. So I think now, let me have a glare. No, it's quite nice actually. I done an old Bob Ross painting very similar to this years and years ago. So I don't know if anybody would remember that. Just get a bit of white, bit of water, bit of white, bit of white, bit of blue, whatever, you know, that off-white type of colour. And then bring it towards you. I'm just going to put some stars in, because I've decided I'm going to put some stars in there now. Some stars. Maybe it's a little bit of a, there we are. Just something like that. There you go. It's as easy as that. We have got a starry night. Dee 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 dee. I'm going to dry that off. Let us dry that off. Whee! Let's dry that off with a hairdryer. I hope you can see them stars. Anyway, as I said last week, if you're following me regular, I want to finish this. I want to finish this painting off. There you go. I really do need to finish. Let me just zoom out. There we go. I really do need to finish this painting off, and we've got to do that. But I have decided something about that actually. So that is a 24 by 20, and what I want to do basically, let me zoom this back in. Hello. Let me zoom this back in. There we go. What I want to do basically is offer that up for sale. Yeah. So yeah, it was something I painted for somebody quite a while ago. A couple of years, in fact, and they never paid me for it, and they never picked it up. So, so it's just sat there. It's a bit of a shame, really. It's a nice painting. So I thought if anybody wants to buy that, then feel free to. I'll put my email up on screen, and just feel free to give me an offer. And I'm not going to say how much it is, because it's up to you how much you want to pay, basically. The only thing I do ask, when I finish it on a video, hopefully next week or two, I will be saying more about it then, because I won't be. If you want to make me an offer on it, then please do that. All I ask is that you pay the shipping. That's it. So if you live in America or somewhere like that, just let me know. I can't afford the shipping, so I think the shipping is not cheap. But we can negotiate that. If you're interested, just let me know, and we can discuss it. That's a fact. Because it's a shame to do something like that, and then it never goes on a wall. And I don't mind these type of paintings not going on the wall. Don't get me wrong, because they're not great works of art, but by any long shot. I'm going to put some clouds in. I'm going to put some nice clouds in. Nice clouds. Yeah, they're not great paintings, but you know, these are just lessons basically. But something like that. I've got loads of them actually. I've got loads of paintings. I've got paintings of fish. I've got copies of certain works of art by famous people, and they are copies, by the way. Yeah, so I got quite a lot of paintings and one thing or another floating about that I've done over the years, and you know what it's like. They take a little bit of space up and things. So yeah, if anybody was interested in buying anything, let me know. I don't do much merch or nothing. In fact, if anything, I got a couple of mugs. I'm not into all that type of stuff now. It's I know I could make money through it, but I don't do this for money. I do this for the joy of painting and for seeing people and comments and things. And this is the truth. I'm not lying or nothing. I just enjoy it so much, and I enjoy the fact that people are having fun and encouraged enough to do some painting and things like that. I get great joy in that. I got a day job. For those people that know, I got my own little window cleaning business, which I go out and clean people's windows. And so I got a day job as well, so that's why I only upload once a week. But yeah, other than that, if anybody wants anything, let me know. If there's any particular subject you're interested in, and I'll let you know if I've painted something. I'll put my email up on, so just give me a little email, and I will respond to you. I don't always. I read some comments now. I got so many comments that come in. I find it very difficult to keep up with comments and things. Last time I did that, I was on my phone for about 2 hours doing stuff, and I'm thinking, wow, this is hard work, especially when you haven't got a lot of time left, in the day, when we're all the same, we're all busy people, There we go. Let's just put a couple of nice clouds floating in the sky. I want the brightness of this particular cloud to be underneath rather than on top, because that's the moon, so it's going to be shining, and the light is going to be picking up more on the front of these clouds, so that's why I'm doing that. Let's get a little bit of blue into that. Not way going the way I wanted it to go. Alright, we'll put a bit of mist in then. We'll put that misty cloud in. No, it is now. Oh no, we'll put a bit in front of there. We'll put a bit in front of the moon as well. Yeah, just go for it, innit? Just, if things happen, just, they've got to happen for a reason, haven't they? So, just put some cloud formations in and try and pick up on a few details, and just go with the mistakes, because I make plenty of them. Just go with the mistakes. Let's put a cloud in. That's like that. Cleaning my brush completely and just there we go. Get some of this dark blue. So as it looks like a stormy night, blending that in. Just like that. Just have fun. Just take your time, relax, and just let things work. Let's get that blue. Well, I haven't heard my dogs barking, so that's a good sign. Blue and white. Deep breath. deep Deep, deep breath. Bum, 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 bum. Let's get a bit more of that black colour there. I'm trying to get that as if its glow is coming off that moon. Right, let's get a little brush. What brushes do you use, Clive? Well, I don't know, to be quite honest. I just pick any brush up that I think is going to work. So that's all we do, really. Just have a little bit of fun with that. There we go. Looks like a moon now. Right, before I do anything else, I'm going to dry that off again with a hairdryer. Oh, I got all this kitchen roll stuck to my fingers because I've got loads of paint on my hands. Look. So what I thought I would do, you know, I do this wash thing with what's happened to my thing here now? Oh, there we go. Is that okay? Yeah, I lost my wire off my headphones. Everything okay? 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Yeah, I normally put a mist on, don't I? That's what I got the titanium, the zinc mixing white for. But I thought, let's get a little bit of blue and just water that down like that. Now, be very careful with. I keep saying 45% with acrylics, otherwise they will flake. If you're going to do this method and thin it down very, very watery, and you're on canvas or anything like that, always varnish your painting laterwards. It's always advisable to varnish a painting in any way because acrylics dry very dark and they go quite matty, quite a matte looking finish, and to get that vibrance of colour back you really do need to varnish it. Even if you just varnish it with matte varnish, it actually lifts that colour up. You could see if I'm to put in this is just water and paint, but if that was a varnish now, it'd lift that colour. You can see how vibrant it makes it look, and it gives it that eerie look anyway, doesn't it, like that. So I want to get some let's get some dark blue and black. Play with colours sometimes. Just play with colours sometimes. Just do something that feels unnatural sometimes. I know that sounds strange, doesn't it? Do something that feels unnatural, but just give yourself a limited colour palette. Just a limited couple of colours, and see what you can come up with, and what type of scene you can do. There we go. Just chucking a little bit of colour in there like that, and a little bit of. Let's get a little bit of white now and just put a few little flicks in there. Let's get that. Where's that white? I don't want it too strong. There we are. Just a. Look at that bit there. Look at that bit there. That looks like land. You wouldn't know, would you? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it took me ages to paint that bit of land by there. Yeah, that's what you want to do, see? Things will just work out then. This is going to be the sea, obviously. And then we come down. Put that. Maybe a couple of brighter spots here and there. Try not to overdo it. Actually, there we go. That was a mistake. I put my brush on too hard. Now I got a wave. There we are. Oh, we have now anyway. There we are. A bit of a wave there. Another wave then coming in behind. That's catching light. That can go like that. Clean the brush completely off. It's nice and dry. Bit of dry brushing. That effect coming in. That's like that. These are going to be very tiny because they're so far back. There you go. And they come forward. They start getting bigger and bigger, and that is going to catch light all the way along that edge like that. And there. Look how splayed my brush is. It's horrible. Oh yeah. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put a big wave in there, I think. We'll put a big wave coming in like that. But before I do that, I'm just going to let that dry. And I want to show you what I've been doing as far as my diorama concerned. Now, there's a little trick here. I put a little light in there. Now, there we go. So we come along. And it's a building in World War II. This is come out of my complete imagination. It's all built from foam, polystyrene and that type of stuff. Bit of wood, bit of model making, bit of diorama kit. There we go. And there's a fire going on. There's two soldiers sitting by the fire. There you go. One's got a shovel in his hand, because what they're doing, I can see all the rubble. This building is completely been blown apart. And there's the cobble streets. There's like a manhole cover. There's a for the drains there. You've got steel sheeting. Where am I? You've got steel sheet in there. Look, all our debris. And what he's doing is, what I had in my mind was they're clearing the road ready for transport to come through, because they need to get to the Western Front or whatever they go into. This is a World War One, because they're World War One soldiers. There you go. Yeah, so they're going down and getting all the ambulances are coming through, so they've got to clear the road. You can see the fire going on in there. You see it flickering. That's not my camera lights. That is actually a light that I have put in there. That'll be a little battery operated light, and you can see the windows are all smashed and no damage to the walls. And yeah, let me just turn that off, because I want to save the battery, because it's battery operated. And yeah, it's only a small. You can see the scale to the painting I've done. So it's only a small diorama, but it's quite nice. And I hope you enjoy having a look at that one. Now, so that's something I do. It's a passion of mine. I've been asked if why don't you make videos of that? Well, I don't want to do that, because it spoils it for me. I love doing that, and it's more relaxing than my painting at the moment. And I'm not knocking my painting, but because I paint for YouTube now, I don't paint for myself. So the passion that I've got is a little bit less than what it used to be for painting. Actually, I should get out there and do a nice painting, I think. Maybe doing that painting I showed you earlier will encourage me to do a little bit more proper painting then. Because these paintings I just do, these relax me. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they don't relax me. Well, I'm not saying that one bit. I'm not saying one bit. They don't relax me. But it's just, I find that really, because they take that project takes so long. You know, I know you can have a long painting sessions and things. I know there's a lot of paintings that we do are so detailed and stuff, and I've done so many over the years. But yeah, I still enjoy my painting. That's a fact. Let's just get this to come. Over like this. And that's going to come down. me just wash that brush. Get that paint out of that brush. Just a little bit of a damp brush. There we go. Sometimes that's all it takes. So put that on there like that. A bit more up there. Wash the brush. Take all the moisture out of it. And then, because it's damp, we can just drag that water and just pull the paint that's on the cardboard canvas, whatever you got. There we are. Let's get a bit of shadow. Where's my small brush? There we are. Let's just put this bit of shadow under there. Just a little bit of shadow. Get our brush on an angle and make sure it's a bit wet, and we'll get that foam type of pattern. Again, taking that off. Pulling that in. A little bit of moisture because my brush is a little bit dry. Pulling that in there. Like as if it's a lot of foam. Sometimes I go quiet because I'm concentrating. We're not going to show any beach or anything today. We're just going to pull a little bit of that in, like as if it's just water coming in. There we go, a bit there, up there as well. Nice dark spot. Let's put a bit more life into this water. There we are. Now I have got yes I have. Come on. There we go. I'm going to thin that down. Let's put a few. Alright, let's put a bit of marks in. Oops. Bit of shadow under there. Rub it in with your finger, don't worry. You're not supposed to do that because of grease, but if you don't tell anybody, I won't. There we go. Let's just get a bit of shadow just under those waves like that. You could do this for hours. Literally. You can't really overdo that. Rub it in with your finger. This is a different type of relaxation. This is creating this type of thing is different to model making. That's for sure. Model making, I tend to. We got a plan. We got a specific scene to build and that type of thing. So you do all your research, and this is all imagination. All this is imagination. Totally different game altogether. I quite like that. That is looking quite a knightly. Yes. I think I'm just gonna get a wash of another wash of blue. I'm just gonna darken that off a bit more, just like that. Bit more of a blue moon. Blue moon. You saw me standing alone. There we go. I've started to sing lately. I've started to hum as well. I've caught myself going. Must be my age. There we go. Just darken a little bit there, a little bit there. There we go. That's cool. I'm happy with that. We'll call that a job. It is a good one. Thank you very much for joining me. And don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And I'm still playing on a couple of cameras, so I can't afford to buy new ones at the moment. So it doesn't really matter. Do you want to buy a painting? Don't forget to join me and contact me on the email and send me a offer. And you never know, you might be a person that's owns a Clive 5 art painting that's on your wall. So yeah, I'm not promoting it. If you want one, just let me know. And not these. I can show you a list of them if you email me. Anyway, don't forget, like, comment, share, and subscribe.
And don't forget to click subscribe.